What is going on, crypto family? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about Roaring Kitty potentially getting a free listing, guys. So I have to make this video so that way you guys can understand the importance of being able to get free listings and why you guys, if you're within the community, you have to participate. So I have to bring up Shiba Inu because it really started from Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is the model. Shiba Inu is the, what every single project look up to being able to become successful. And since we are 100% community driven, why not follow, in the same footsteps of Shiba Inu? So before Shiba Inu seeing this massive amount of success, at one point in time, the community in itself, they were raiding, they were shilling. They still do it now and then, but it's not as strong as how it used to be back then. But with that, they were able to get, opportunities where an exchange will pop up and be like, hey, which token should we list? We want to see within the comment section. And what you would see is a massive amount of Shiba Inu holders going onto that X account, and they just start shilling, saying Sheeb, list Sheeb, you gotta list Sheeb. And eventually it just became like a wildfire where they used to do that like every single time. And 9 times out of 10, Shiba Inu would end up winning that listing. And guess what? When it comes to Shiba Inu, all of the token for Shiba Inu is in circulation. So in order for that exchange to go ahead and list Sheeb, guess what they had to do? They had to go into the open market just to be able to get those token, which causes buying pressure. So that's why we started seeing a huge, that's part of the reason why we saw huge run-ups with Shiba Inu once they started getting listed. So now, fast forwarded to, Roaring Kitty, we have a similar opportunity. So we have KCEX stating which projects would you like to see in our deposit for listing event. Guys, this is a huge opportunity in order for us to get listed onto this exchange. Now, I don't know for certain if it is going to be, once we, let's say we get on there, that they're going to go out to the open market just to be able to buy Roaring Kitty. They may just leave a deposit because they have different ways with some exchanges. But the fact of the matter is, this is an exchange that we could potentially get listed on. And the reason why I think we have a strong case of getting listed on this, once you go through the comment section, guys, and see who all comment on here. So you got my comment right here, Roaring Kitty. Then you have this, from our X account. Then you get more Roaring Kitty, more Roaring Kitty, Roaring Kitty, Roaring Kitty, Roaring Kitty, Roaring Kitty, right? Roaring Kitty, roar. So majority of the comments, see, roar again. The majority of the comments that you're seeing is coming within the community. So the community is coming strong, and we're trying to get this free listing. So I am gonna leave the link of the X account. So if you guys are not on X, like, what are we doing? Like, you can't be in crypto and do not have an X account. Like, that's unacceptable. Get you an X account. It only takes a few minutes. If you're not in Telegram, you gotta get in Telegram, because this is the best way for us to be able to not only make Roaring Kitty grow, but make it explode, guys. Make it go parabolic to rip people's face off. So, yeah, this is all you see. Just nothing but roar. So, it looks like, knock on wood, that we may be able to be one of the projects to be able to get that deposit to list. So, if they end up having to buy our token on the open market, depending on how much liquidity that they're trying to add, let's say if they're trying to put 100K worth of liquidity, guys, this is going to be $100,000 or $50,000 worth of roar that they're going to have to buy onto the open market. This is fantastic for us, and we could see nice, nice buying pressure. This is how Shiba Inu, or one of the reasons why Shiba Inu was able to explode. Because one thing about our tokens as well, everything is in circulating. Everything is circulating right now. So in order for anybody to get our token, they have to buy it on the open market. The next thing too, look at this. Roy Kitty has another opportunity with all the winners. With a, they're currently doing a 72-hour weekend blitz. Name your favorite project. Prize 1 week of free promotion, guys. Getting a free week promotion, like, this is getting Roaring Kitty's name out even further. And all we have to do, just come on here and just vote. So far we are in the lead. Again, the community came in, the community stepped up, which is great. But if you have not voted and gotten on here just to vote for Roar, so that way we could promote ourselves even more, you're doing, especially if you're in Roaring Kitty, you're doing us, yourself, a disservice, because at the end of the day, it is up to you to be able to shill or raid or work for your bag, and this is a part of it. So glad to see that the community so far, we are coming in strong, so that way we could get this 1 week free promotion. Because again, 1 week free promotion, this is free eyeballs on Roaring Kitty, and due to the fact, guys, that we have 914 holders, this could be another opportunity for us to be able to grow. Again, when we were down with right here, what was that, like 800? No, sorry, 715 holders, and with just a slight of 200 holders just happening in a month, we've seen this big run up. So imagine if we get another 200, where that's going to take us. So these are the opportunities that Shiba Inu, they took those opportunities and they capitalized on it, and how they were able to blow up. And this is the same way that we are going to be able to go parabolic as well too. Now, the last thing I do want to leave with you guys, and this is from a YouTuber, more eyes are starting to, people are starting to notice us. So this is Rodney. He's taking a look at Roaring Kitty, and look what he had to say. Because one thing, from the very beginning that I started saying is, based upon how Roaring Kitty is structured, I'm not talking about narratives or anything like that. I'm talking about just the structure of Roaring Kitty. It is similar to Turbo. Turbo went parabolic, based upon the community and a lot of the stuff that we have in common with them. So this is what he had to say. Let me make sure I turn the volume up so you can listen to this.
I mean, it is the first one, right? And this is probably a CTO. Yeah, wow. Nice. Roaring Kitty giving shout out to the Speedy community. Nice. October was an incredible month for Roaring Kitty community. Check out TikTok. I mean, it came out of nowhere. That's why I love meme coins, because fucking out of nowhere. And this is what happened with Turbo, right? Like, I don't know if you guys remember, and I always pull this up, but I haven't pulled it up.
It's no secret that he is referencing Turbo, guys. Like, if you've been around at least long enough to be able to see certain patterns, you're gonna be able to recognize what looks like what. And this is the first time that he saw Roaring Kitty, and out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, Turbo reference. This is the same thing that I saw."
Been a while, but like, Turbo was the same thing. Like, it launched when Pepe launched. It literally didn't do shit. Look at this flatline, and then out of nowhere. How long was the period for Turbo? A long time. So it launched when Pepe launched, did something. I think this happened in May of 2023, and then it went parabolic in May of 2024. So out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere. Roaring Kitty is actually built like Turbo. We legit copied their model. Boom. Really? I mean, it's looking like it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this token. I'm not surprised anything in the meme coin space if this did really, really well, like over time. Like, it started to pump like crazy. Like, we could come back to this, and I'll put on my watch list just in case.
Boom. Now he's looking at Roaring Kitty in his watch list. This is the type of stuff, guys, that I'm talking about. And this is because a community member went on there and they started rating his YouTube. So one thing about Turbo, look where Turbo is at. Crazy, guys. Currently right now at a $582 million market cap. And the similarities with Roaring Kitty, and I got it drawn out right here for you. Turbo, guess what? It is 100% community owned, funded, and driven. The community runs it. Guess who else? Guess what token is 100% community owned, funded, and operated, right? Roaring Kitty. paid for listing initially. Like when they first started off, they were paying to get listed. This is where we got the idea from. You know, they as a community raise funds to get listed. This is what we did. We copied. We copied the same model. If a again, if something is successful, why would you try to reinvent the wheel? When it comes to recipes, if you follow the recipe, you're going to get the same. You're going to get the same cake. So this is why we started paying for listing. So that way the way that I looked at it, the reason why they paid for listing, and they may or may not know this, but it is putting legitimacy on them. Like, oh, you're listed on exit, you're listed on this exchange and this exchange. Like, oh, okay. So this is why we got the 3 listings that we do right now. So now when people look at us, they're like, oh, these are listed on exchanges. The third thing, strong community. Community, you know, you know, I said it has a strong raiders. Like they have the mentality of we gotta work for our bags because again, they didn't have a CEO. I think they had devs, or no, they didn't have devs. I'm sorry, they didn't have devs. They had to use Chat GPT to be able to write their contract, right? So it was all community effort. This is the same thing we have. Guys, we don't have no devs, we don't have no CEO. If we want something done, the community got to come together and make it happen. This is the same thing. And when the community comes together to try to make things happen, the community becomes stronger. 100% of their supply is in circulation. 100% of Roaring Kitty supply is in circulation. Now, the thing that blew them up, at least from what I, observed, is the free listings, guys. They got free listings after free listing after free listing. And since, again, all of their tokens is in circulation, in order for these exchanges to be able to get their token onto their exchange, they had to go down to the open market just to be able to purchase it, causing buying pressure. Then after, it started seeing success, guess who started joining? YouTubers. This is the same reason why I say, guys, like the fund really doesn't start until we pass $10 million market cap, and we're past the $10 million market cap, and now we're starting to get eyeballs from different YouTubers. This is when things get, for YouTubers, they start looking like, oh, this may not just be a regular crap coin. Because if it's at $10 million market cap, it could maybe get to $100 million market cap. That's how people are eyeballing it. Once we get to $100 million market cap, they're going to be looking like, oh, $1 billion is coming. Then the third thing that made them very, very successful is the 4 above. Like all this combined together just made Turbo have this super sick run up. Currently, right now, where we're currently at in this is we have these right here, right? This is what we got going for ourselves. So in order for us to start going parabolic, we're going to need free listings. Now, this is the opportunity. It's going back to this. This is the opportunity of us being able to possibly get in a free listing. So this is why it's important. If you're part of the community, you have to do your part. Every single person, because again, we have 914 people. It's not like we have like 2,000, 3,000 where, a few could just take off for the day. No, like we haven't gotten to the point where a few could take off. Like we need everybody on deck for both this as well as for this to be able to get the free promotion, because this is going to help our numbers grow, more holders, hopefully. Then now they're going to become more raiders. YouTubers joining the community. Now, YouTubers, they have their eyes on us. We got Zach Humphreys. He still haven't made his video yet, but he said he is going to make his video, so we need the YouTubers. Rodney, as I just showed you, he just put Roaring Kitty on his watch list. He's not a part of the community yet, but if we continue to keep doing our thing, guess what? They're going to end up joining. Because more people start coming into our communities, that's going to be more views for them if they make videos about us. Now, this is other things that for me, I think that could happen. Like if we start getting more community members making content, whether it's on TikTok, you know, because this is something that you typically don't see, and that's community members making content about their project. Like this would be a very very unique thing that for Roaring Kitty, because most project only have like one, two, three people making content for it. But if we get all of our community members, it don't even necessarily have to be you. If you just like, show people your portfolio, you could be anonymous. Like there's so many different ways that you could do as far as to creating content. But this, because the internet is so vast and so big, this is a way for us to be able to, give us a better odds of us or of our content going viral. Our content go viral, then guess what's gonna happen? More eyeballs on Roaring Kitty. All it is just the numbers game. So leveraging social media by making content about, you know, Roaring Kitty, I think that'll do it. Keith Gill come back. Roaring Kitty posts and he comes back. That's gonna, that's gonna automatically get us free listing. Like this one event right here is gonna make us go parabolic. Not only make us go parabolic, but it's also gonna allow us to get free listing, because as we go in parabolic, more exchanges gonna want to, have us on the platform. So this is like two birds, one stone. Shibarium, with the whole bone pair, depending on, with Shibarium, if they really want us there, they're gonna eventually let us get there. So I'm not even stressing Shibarium as of, like I was, but you know, we've been trying, and it seemed like it just no, 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 no. So if they want us on there, then they're gonna eventually, get us on there. But cat narratives, we saw a nice pump during the cat narrative, Wall Street bet narrative, CTO narrative. Like there's so many different narratives that we do have that could make us go parabolic. But yeah, but I really just want to show you guys, just like on paper, like why I say Roaring Kitty is structured the same way as Turbo. And we're currently following the same recipe that they already outlined. Cause I legit go to their Telegram sometime, guys, and just read their pins, seeing what the community is doing, what's working for them, and just try to say, hey, maybe we could go down this direction with Roaring Kitty. But as it currently stands, things are looking pretty good for us. Um, yeah. Again, another long video. As you guys can see, like I'm extremely passionate about Roaring Kitty, and I think this is the golden goose. But leave a like, leave a comment. Random Arts guys signing off. Peace.